Hey guys, it's ChillIP here, and I'm back with more NBA 2K17 news. Today, we got our first glimpse of NBA 2K17. Yes, we actually get to see what some of the game looks like. Now, it's not gameplay. Let me tell you, it is not gameplay. But here, we get a glimpse of what the menu will look like in NBA 2K17. I like the design in my opinion. It looks very nice, very modern, and much more cleaner than the previous 2K menus. Now, along with the pictures of the menu, we got information on features that are in the game. As you can see in this picture, the features that were announced were related to MyGM and MyLeague, so it's only going to cover those modes. Now, before I get into the biggest feature that was announced, I want you to look at the two things highlighted as new in this picture. There are two new additional ways to play both MyGM and MyLeague. There is the Start Today mode, and finally returning to 2K, the Playoffs mode. Start Today allows you to control an NBA team and continue the season from the day you start the mode. For example, if you decide to start this mode on Christmas Day, as in, you want to play some of the Christmas games, the mode will simulate the regular season to match the real-life NBA season up until Christmas. And then you get to control whichever team you want to control from Christmas on to the end of the regular season. I think it's a cool feature, and I know some YouTubers that will put that feature into good use. And now, Playoffs mode, finally back in NBA 2K. It's a mode where you basically get to customize and play the NBA playoffs. You get to pick the teams, the amount of games you have to play, all that stuff. This mode is really fun because it brings a legit local tournament mode to the game. For example, you can set it to where you and 3 of your friends can each get a team, so that's 4 teams, and you can set it to single game elimination so that if someone wins, the person that lost gets knocked out of the tournament. Plus, if you end up winning the game, it will show your NBA team winning the NBA championship, which is probably the ultimate insult to injury. Thank you 2K for bringing this back. Now, on to the big news. 2K announced, when starting a MyLeague or MyGM, there will be 3 ways you can set it up. 2 of the ways you can set it up are already in the game. They've been in here since 2K15, I think. There is starting up with all 30 NBA teams, as the league is now, as you know, that's how most people started up. And you can customize the league, which we can already do by adding historic teams and EuroLeague teams. Now, the 3rd way that 2K announced on how we can start a MyLeague or MyGM is that we can add up to 6 additional teams to the current NBA league. Guys, expansion teams are coming to NBA 2K17, a feature that people have been asking for years. Also, if you do choose the customized league option, you will be able to add expansion teams there as well. Now, 2K states that you will be able to fully customize your expansion teams. You will be able to create your own logo, jersey, and arena for those teams. If you wanted to remake the Seattle Supersonics, you can remake the Seattle Supersonics. However, if you don't want to fully customize your team, 2K will allow you to choose from 10 different pre-built expansion teams that they have made, or you can choose from several team designs that can be created and uploaded by the 2K community. Now, 2K wanted to be authentic as possible when it comes to these expansion teams. Your MyLeague and MyGM will change accordingly to those expansion teams. For example, when you add new teams to the league, the game will adjust the schedule to respect those newly added teams. Whether you just added 1 team or you added all 6 teams that you can add. The draft lottery will change accordingly to expansion teams. For example, if there are 32 teams in your league, the draft lottery will increase from 14 teams, which we have now, to 16 teams. and the odds of getting each pick will be adjusted accordingly to the added teams. And there will be expansion drafts. Expansion drafts are where expansion teams get to select from a pool of unprotected players in the league, and they will be able to draft them onto their team. And yes, other NBA teams in the league will be able to protect some of their players from the expansion draft. Expansion teams are not only added in the beginning of your MyLeague or MyGM, expansion teams can be added in the offseason in each of these modes after you started them. The league will approve expansion teams dynamically as you get further into each of these modes. When this happens, you will need to pick the players on your team you wish to protect from the expansion draft. However, if you don't want any expansion teams in your MyLeague, you can easily remove them. Honestly, with all the technical aspects of adding expansion teams such as scheduling, the draft, etc., I thought we would never see expansion teams in 2K. And once again, 2K proved me wrong. This is all the news 2K announced today, and it sure was a lot. Subscribe here for more NBA 2K17 news as details come out. Thank you all for watching. Peace.